Today's lesson is going to be about identifying even and odd numbers. So first, let's define what even and odd numbers are. So an even number, it's right off to the side, is a number that ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. And an odd number is a number that ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So let's go see and identify which of these numbers are even or odd. So let's start off. We have to look at the last digit for each of these. Ignore the other digit, ignore the 1. We just have to look at the last one in the 1's place, which is a 9. Since it's a 9, it has to be odd. Let us look here. This 48, it ends in an 8. So that means it must be even. A 16, this ends in 6. So it must be even. An 8, well, it is an 8. And by definition, an 8 has to be even. 30 ends in 0. So it must be even. 12 ends in a 2, so it is also even. 44 ends in a 4, even. 34 also ends in a 4, so it's also even. 2 as well, 2. And by definition, it must be even. Same with 4. By definition, 4 is also even. 5 is a 5. So, and then by definition, it must be odd. So is 9. By definition, 9 must also be odd. 28 ends in an 8, so it is even. 15 over here ends in 5, so it must be odd. 49 ends in a 9, so it must be odd. 36 ends in 6, so even. 37 ends in 7, so it must be odd. 23 ends in 3, so odd. 18 ends in an 8, so even. 0, well, by definition, 0 is even. So it has to be even, of course. So, yeah, we finished all of these problems. Let's scroll down. These just has all the answers right here. Okay, now let's, whoops. So let's do some more examples. 81 ends in a 1, so it is odd. 72 ends in a 2, so even. 73 ends in a 3, so odd. 96 ends in a 6, so even. 59 ends in a 9, so odd. 65 ends in a 5, odd. 76 ends in a 6, so even. 3 is just 3, so it is odd. 25 ends in a 5, so odd. 45 ends in a 5, so it is odd. 34 ends in a 4, so it's even. 42 ends in a 2, so it is also even. 58 ends in an 8, so even. 49 ends in a 9, so odd. 46 ends in a 6, so even. 41 ends in a 1, so it's odd. 7, odd. 36 ends in a 6, so it is even. 87 ends in a 7, so odd. 77 ends in a 7, so it is odd. So yeah, that is the end of our lecture. So you should know how to identify even and odd numbers by now. So yeah, goodbye everyone.